That's right, the guy who is not known at all for building good houses is trying to build a good house but backwards. So I know it's cheating a little bit, I know, but in order to put a house on a platform, like the platform must be first, like you cannot just put a platform on top of furniture that's already there. Because look, if I put furniture and I put a platform on it, it just deletes it. So I'm actually, I know it's cheating, I know, but I am gonna have to put the platforms on first and you cannot stop me. I mean, let's be honest, most of us plan the layout of our houses as we go along and then the layout just naturally happens at the end. So I guess it's not cheating because usually the layout is actually quite last. But this one is just a rough layout. This is how it's gonna potentially go. So I feel like we've got to do the furniture before we do the walls. That will prove an issue. I mean, I do not even know where the rooms are gonna start, where they're gonna end. I feel like we've got to make the shower just a little bit bigger, just in case. If you guys have seen my build videos before, you know I always do the kitchens first because I hate them and I just want to get them out the way. Maybe in a weird way, it will help us doing it all first. Maybe this is how building real life houses is supposed to go. But I mean, like, how are we going to do kitchen cabinets? Oh no, saying that, it looks like I can pop them down. Well, that's quite good, isn't it? I wasn't expecting that. Although this cabinet here is like clipping down very slightly and it's very annoying. Although maybe I should just ignore it as I ignore the red flags of every single guy I match with on Tinder. Oh, just as I said that, I got a notification on my phone from a match. One of the funniest things I find when I use dating apps like Tinder is when you have to go through that initial stage of being like, hi, how are you? Good, thanks, you. And they just reply really bluntly like, I'm good. And then they just stop. It's like, hi, how are you? I'm good. Just end there. Like, are these people that socially inept that they don't have it in them to say, I'm fine, thank you, and you? Even when I used to be an English language teacher living in Japan, people were more socially adequate in English to know to say, and you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Do people not know how to say and you? Do we all need to boost up our social skills? Guys, I just realised we need to do lights. I know, so I apologise for going off on the tangents that was not related to The Sims or this video. Oh look, we can actually put the lights even though there isn't a ceiling. Isn't that cool? I quite like going off on tangents and talking about things that are not about The Sims. Did you know before I became a Sims YouTuber, I actually wanted to be a vlogger of all things? It is actually my dream in the future. I do love making Sims videos, but one day I would like to do vlogs. Until then, I am actually doing things like making oven hoods in The Sims 4. Nothing that I actually thought I would really be doing when I thought about becoming a YouTuber, but there we go. Life takes you on a weird journey. Do you know what, guys? People put too much pressure on themselves to know what they're doing in life. When I finished school, I studied psychology at university. And after I studied psychology at university, I then worked in a clothes shop for a year. After that, I worked as an insurance claims handler for a year and a half. After that, I moved to Japan and became an English teacher. And then I came home and became a YouTuber. Guys, you don't have to have it all sorted. Don't worry. I've been doing completely random things my whole life and it hasn't messed up so far. Or has it? That is open to interpretation, just as this house is. The second thing I hate doing in The Sims 4 is bathrooms. I've already decided this is going to be kind of like a starter home style house. I mean, I'm not worrying about a budget, but what I am doing is making it very small because that way there's less chance of me actually making an error. Guys, on an unrelated note, I think we need more bath showers in The Sims 4. Like, it's so normal these days to have them, more so than just having a singular shower or a singular bath. Why can't we just have more of the conjoined ones? Do you know what I mean? The only annoying thing about this build is like, right, I've got to put the mirror on, but I have to like raise it up to a custom level and it's not going to be touching the wall. What if it's floating? We're just gonna have to wait and see. Oh, and I cannot forget the toilet roll. Do not let me forget that. Not that it really matters in The Sims 4 anyway, but in my head, I just feel like it's not right if I don't put it in there. My God, we didn't even leave like enough room for a dining room and we're gonna have to make this house open plan. Do we even have enough room for a bedroom? I mean, so far, the house looks rather spacious. I'm just concerned how close this dresser is to the island counters here. How close are these rooms going to be? I haven't decided yet. I also haven't decided where to put a dining room, but I'm thinking because this is like a small little starter home, perhaps we could just do a little table here. Let's chuck this one down, get a couple of seats in, and then we can imagine a wall being somewhere around here. Oh my God, I completely forgot about flooring as well. Although flooring's usually the first thing I do in a house, so we're gonna have to make that last just before the walls. Again, at the front of the house here, I'm feeling just like a little officey space, but I don't know how it's gonna fit in with the plan. Maybe this is the best way to design houses, because then you design it around the things that you want. Because the thing about British houses is it's not designed with furniture in mind. If you're British, you know what I mean. But British houses are very long and thin, and you can't really fit furniture furniture in properly. It's one of the things about our houses that makes literally no sense, yet every single house is designed that way and it's never changed, and it probably never will change. Guys, you know what annoys me about dressers in The Sims 4? Why can't we have a placement slot right in the middle of the dresser? Is it that much to ask for? Oh, I mean, we can with this potted plant, but it's not like directly in the middle, it's slightly off to the side. But with this one, which is designed for the center, you can't. Am I going crazy? Why are things so strangely organized in The Sims 4? At least we have room for a little TV in the bedroom. Although lights, oh my god, I keep forgetting about lights. I think we need those, they are rather important. Although I feel like our living room is actually going to be quite big and we're going to be able to fit a lot of stuff in here. The theme of the house, well, we don't have a theme, but it's giving me shabby chic so far. Dare I say, this living room is not going that bad as of yet, although I think our compromise is that it's going to have to be an open plan kitchen living room. Otherwise, it would not work. Although, what are we going to do with this little backspace? I didn't even think about. Could we make it like a second bedroom? We could make it like a kid's room. That would work as like a little mini room. Maybe we could just pretend this is a small family house where we have adults and a toddler. Or should we do a teen room? Shall we use high school years and make a hippy dippy teen room? I think we shall. I haven't used much of the build buy from this pack, if I'm being honest with you guys, but there is absolutely no reason not to. Although I love how the bed is right next to the microwave, so she's probably going to die of radiation poisoning if this was real life. Though I can't say we really have that much room to work with in here. You see, I want a hanging TV on the wall, but we don't have a wall, so I'm just going to have to put one up here and pray that it works. I also want to do like calendars and posters and things in the room, and we're going to have to go into it completely blindly and just hope everything is actually like stuck on the wall. So now we've got to do the roof. I have no idea how we're going to do this. Doing roofs in The Sims 4 is hard enough, let alone like this. I can't even see where I've placed like the floor tiles underneath. Oh my god, this is going to be literally a nightmare. Okay, what if I just cover like the main bulk of it first? See, are we slightly over? I cannot even tell. I think we're doing all right, though it looks a bit big. Why does it look that big? I feel like it shouldn't be that big. I mean, does it look okay so far? I don't really know. It could go either way. I mean, I don't think it looks that bad. I mean, what are we saying? I think it looks all right so far. Now, before we can do like all of the rooms, we do have to do the flooring before we can do the walls. Again, I don't know what I'm gonna do because how do we separate the flooring? And I'm pretty sure if you do a room, it will delete the floor anyway. Let me just test it. Yeah, it does delete the floor. Okay, what I'm gonna have to do is do the walls first. Originally, I did think about doing the doorways and the windows before we do the walls, but the thing is you can't actually do that due to limitations with the game. So I am gonna have to bend the rules slightly, not because I want to, not because it makes it easier for me, but because I genuinely have to. But we can still do the walls and the rooms. See, this is the part that I was most nervous for because I don't know how everything's gonna clip to the walls. And the counters look okay, clipping. Will my fridge clip on properly? Yes, it will. Will this bedroom go together nicely? Is the TV on the wall? Oh, yes, it is. The mirror's on the wall. Oh no, a poster's floating. Oh no, we've got a floating heart poster. What about, oh my god, oh my god. This calendar, there is such a big gap between the calendar and the wall. I cannot cope. Okay, what about the bathroom mirror? Is it all right? Okay, it's floating slightly, but not enough to notice. And the toilet and the sink. Is the toilet roll floating? That is what we need to know. Oh my god, no, the toilet roll has the opposite problem. It's half clipping through the wall. I mean, most things look okay. By the way, due to the size limitations of this house, what I'm thinking is the little office will have to be a part of the bedroom. I cannot think of any other way. Although, can we just like cinch it in? Maybe we could have a little door here and it's just like a little cozy, I'm trying to say cozy. It looks like a nightmare. It looks like a prison, but we're having this little prison closet for the desk. And I didn't even think to put paintings or anything, which would be rather bothersome. But in general, I'd say this looks all right. I don't think there is any way of doing a separate kitchen dining room. That's not happening. That is not going to work. But it's all right so far. Obviously, we've got to do doors and things. Oh my god, my game is lagging. Oh my god, please say it will work now. Thank god. Oh no, we're still getting weird laggy glitches. Don't know what's going on here. Well, I do know The Sims 4 is falling apart, but we'll do what EA does and just pretend it's not happening. Oh my god, we forgot to put a light here. That is so annoying. They're just gonna have to dine in darkness. Oh my god, why is the game lagging and being a bitch? What have I done? I don't even have any mods installed. Well, at least my life isn't the only thing that's falling apart. The game is falling apart too. I'm not in it alone. The Sims 4 is in it with me. Okay, I mean, the windows have to bring it together more. Oh my god! Oh my god, I've completely forgot to put the roof tile. Oh my god, I was supposed to put the roof tile over here and I didn't. And I'm gonna have to leave it open. open. I'm not cheating, guys. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to have to leave it broken and open. I could have turned that into another innuendo, but I shall not, for the sake of keeping this video monetized. Now, I guess doing the wallpaper and flooring and the windows in this house has made it a little bit better. Would I live here? No, I would not. But what I am saying is it looks a lot better than it did before. So usually the decking on the outside is the first thing that I do, but today it's going to be the last thing that I do, which has actually made it kind of easier in a weird way. Although I forgot to put one of those like roof tiles that hang over the decking where you have the pillars, so it looks like that's not happening. Now, sometimes when I build houses in The Sims 4, I do the garden first. Other times I do it last, and I am using that creative freedom today to say that usually I would do it first, and this time we're doing it last, because sometimes I do it first before I ever even bother doing the interior. I do genuinely always do the exterior. I say always, like 50% of the time, but we will be using that 50% privilege today to do the garden last. Oh my god, I can't believe we left the wall missing up here. Okay, what if I just put like a floor tile on it? Can I do that? Oh my god, I literally can't do it. That is so annoying. We're just gonna have to leave it open. Maybe we can hide it with one of our trees and pretend the tree is just clipping through the room. Oh my god, that makes it so much worse. Okay, we're just gonna have to pretend it's not there. When I put this on the gallery, somebody's gonna download it and be like, what on earth? This person is a terrible builder, not realizing the video that it's for. I mean, this back garden is literally huge. Shall we put a swimming pool? I think we shall. I love how we've just got this really tiny, shabby home, but it's in this really beautiful area, which clearly they should not be able to afford with a huge swimming pool. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but I do not like modern mansions and modern homes these days. I feel like they're very, very tacky, and I think they're very cheaply built. Like in The Sims 4, like houses are just made of like planks of walls. Do you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of modern millionaire houses are made that way these days. It's like they just use white paints and grey and white furniture, and they're like $5 million. Like, why? Just because it's white and grey and modern looking, that doesn't mean it's worth this price you're trying to sell it for. I do think housing standards have gone down quite a lot actually over the past few years. In the UK, we have a saying, never buy a new build, and I do believe it's completely true. Not that anybody can even afford to buy a house in this economic crisis anyway, but just in case. Gotta plant lavender, guys, save the bees. Now, you see, I'd like to think I did a cracking job here. Did I put much effort into the garden? No, I did not, which is a bit shocking seeing that I am British and British people are obsessed with gardens. But do you know what, guys? Seeming that I'm not very good at building houses in general, and I had to build this house backwards, this is probably better than like a normal house I would do if I didn't have to build it backwards. Maybe because I had to think about it a lot. Anyway, I am very proud of it, and it is going on the gallery. Backwards house. If you want to see me fail / attempt any other build challenges, I recently did an ABC build challenge, so make sure you check that one out here. See you in the next one.